Surviving an Affair by Willard F. Harley, Jr. This book is read by the author. Originally published by Baker Publishing Group in English as Surviving an Affair. Copyright 2006 by Willard F. Harley, Jr. All rights reserved.
Chapter 1. You Can Survive This Affair. If you're a victim of infidelity, you've been on the emotional roller coaster ride of your life. Most couples caught up in the tragedy of an affair tell us that they have never felt such intense emotions. They are overwhelmed by anger, depression, fear, guilt, loneliness, and shame. A betrayed spouse will ask, "How could my spouse do this to me? Cheating on me, lying to me over and over again. I can never trust my spouse again. I have so much anger and resentment, it scares me. My feelings go way beyond hurt. I can't even put into words the pain I'm feeling." A wayward spouse often says, "I used to beg my spouse for more attention, but I never beg any more. My lover gives me all the attention I need, but I don't know if the attention I'm getting is worth the price. One moment I'm sure I've done the right thing, then I look into the faces of my spouse and children and I'm not sure anymore. I don't want to give up my family, but if I give up my lover, I'll be losing the best thing that ever happened to me. What should I do? I'm an emotional wreck." When a couple feels such strong emotions, many question if marital reconciliation is possible. How can we ever recover from such pain? And even if we recover, can we live with a memory of betrayal? Can we ever trust each other again? Can we ever love each other again? As marriage counselors, we've been asked these questions thousands of times and have been able to respond with a definite yes. Let us assure you that if you put into practice what we recommend in this book, the prognosis for the future of your marriage is very good. In the pages that follow, we use I to refer to either of us as we describe our experiences and counsel. It's hard to believe that marital recovery is possible after an affair. When I first counseled spouses who were trapped in an affair, I thought I would be preparing them for a divorce. But to my surprise, again and again I saw opportunities to save the marriages. Infidelity didn't necessarily cause either the betrayed spouse or the wayward spouse to want a divorce. Often, what they both wanted was to escape the pain of their mistake and create a thriving marriage. So that became my mission, to help couples recover from the disaster of an affair and create a fulfilling marriage that would prevent any future affairs. Unfortunately, my early attempts to save these marriages failed because I wasn't listening. In case after case, the unfaithful spouse told me that they had lost their love in marriage and had found it in another relationship. They felt that they had to choose between a passion-filled affair and a loveless marriage. Initially, I ignored the obvious, helping them to create a passion-filled marriage, and instead focused on communication training that did little to create the passion that they had experienced in the affair. The betrayed spouse was equally pessimistic about creating a passion-filled marriage. After going through the worst experience of their life, they certainly were not feeling very passionate. It was all they could do to just hang on for the sake of their children. Eventually, I came to understand that if I were to save marriages, I would need to help couples recreate the passion they once had for each other. Once they were in love, the horror of the affair would fade away and the risk of divorce would end. When spouses are in love with each other, they never divorce. Never. So it certainly makes sense to teach spouses how to fall in love and stay in love with each other. And that's what my program of recovery achieves. If you follow it, I guarantee that you'll be in love with each other. And when you're in love, you'll not even consider a divorce. Ever since I began helping these tormented couples fall in love with each other and protect their marriage from any future affair, I've witnessed the recovery of thousands of marriages. But the path that leads to recovery is very narrow. And unless couples follow that path, the tragedy of an affair can permanently cripple a marriage and often
Sample complete. Ready to continue?